Well, hello there, Gemini. It is so good to see you again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we are doing your mid-July reading. So this is good from like mid-July to mid-August. Hard to believe. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Let's take a look first at the overall energy for you. No place like home. You know, this is the Hermit energy. But, you know, we have the full moon in Capricorn coming up this week. You know, it is calling us to take a look at ourselves, our home, which is really us, to go within, to do to take a look at what is truly holding us back from what it is that we're trying to manifest. This energy has really been coming into play for some time. You know, it feels as if, as a collective, or those that are drawn, you know, to this channel, that we're stepping into some sort of new beginning. But with that new beginning, we do have to say goodbye to some beliefs, habits, routines that are really holding us back. Sometimes we don't want to give those things up quite yet, right? But I feel as if you're being called to do that. Yeah, because look at this. Milk and honey. It is your 10 of cups. You know, by going within, you are taking a look at really what it is that you're trying to bring into your life and focusing on it and asking yourself those tough questions. What do I need to do every single day in order to help manifest this? Is it keeping up a positive attitude about it? Is it, you know, changing up a habit or a belief that I have about myself or life or what I am creating so that it is more positive or more in alignment with what I am trying to manifest? Because this is truly trying to come in for you. Gemini, you have had that energy of wonderful things coming your way. And, you know, sometimes when we're on that brink of going into a new world, you know, we have to go through a little bit of a void because we have to let some things go in order to bring in new things. Sometimes that void can be really scary. Sometimes the new thing coming up can be really scary. Oh my gosh, this is just so lovely. It's just so lovely. I'm going to lay the cards out and then we'll come back and talk about them. So Gemini, yeah, I feel as if, you know, this full moon in Capricorn is really helping you to look at things in a different way. For some of you, it could be a new love, but, you know, the King of Wands is passion, inspiration, motivation, spiritual leader. Somebody that's a visionary, that knows where they want to go and has the inspiration and the passion to do it. For some of you, you could be bringing in a King of Wands that helps you. So this is Sag, Aries, Leo. But it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, a fire sign. It could just be somebody that is inspiring or motivating or helps you to reignite the spark inside of you to move towards what it is that you're trying to manifest. Because with this Two of Cups, it could be a partnership that you're having, a new love coming in, but it's also that sense of falling back in love with yourself, with what it is that you're trying to create, with this life that you're trying to create for yourself or for your family. It's kind of like this reignition of your passions. It's such a lovely energy because I feel, Gemini, you know, early June, you had these incredibly spiritually, you know, kind of passionate type of energies, you know, things turning your way, stepping into your soul's purpose. But then it seems like you've kind of hit some obstacles or just that moment of void, that almost second guessing of yourself. You know, with the Two of Cups, you are the twins energy, right? It's kind of like one twin saying, I'm ready to go, and the other twin saying, I'm not sure yet, you know? But I feel like you're coming into alignment with yourself. You got both of the twins kind of headed in the right direction. So really lovely energy. On the bottom, you have courage, the healing light, and teacher. You know, this King of Wands could be somebody coming in, helping you to learn some of the things that you may need to learn or to embrace in order to go into the next chapter or take your business, spiritual practice, soul's purpose, a relationship to the next level. It's as if this person is somewhat of a teacher for you, and yet at the same time I feel like you're stepping also into the sense of being a teacher, being a healer, having the courage to really and truly embrace what it is that you are here and meant to do. Because your present energy is, look at this, it's almost like you're recommitting to yourself. You're recommitting to your purpose. You're recommitting to moving forward. Even if it is difficult at this time to say goodbye to some belief, some pattern, some relationship, some career, some situation in your life. It's as if, look at the, you step into this energy of committing to yourself, rewriting that contract that says, yes, I'm putting myself first. I'm putting my soul's purpose first. I'm putting what it is that I'm trying to manifest as my top priority. And when you do that, you're refocusing yourself to move forward in a very victorious and loving way. This is also Cancer energy. Some of you might be dealing with a Cancer, but you don't have to be. It's that energy of loving yourself. Cancer is a water sign, that watery energy of, truly loving yourself, truly loving what it is that you are creating, recommitting to yourself. I feel like for some of you, you may have gotten a little distracted for some reason. There's so much going on in the world. Sometimes we can get distracted by that. But you could have had a family issue come up. You could have had also, especially with this full moon in Capricorn, some feelings about a past relationship or lessons that you've learned in the past. It's almost as if taking a look at that, those energies came up. I think they threw you off your game just for a little bit. Now it's kind of like Gemini. You are just like, no, I am recommitting to me. I'm keeping my focus where it needs to be. So let's clarify this. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. 4 of Swords on the bottom. This energy of healing, deep healing. Yeah. Moving on, Moving on, I'm going to say you have 3 kings right here. You have the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. The one that's missing is the King of Cups. We'll see if it shows up. The gender doesn't matter. I feel like there's this recommitment, I'm going to say recommitment to finding this balance between money, your inspiration, your motivation, what you get excited about working on, your clear vision, right? And then also at some point, love. Like, I feel as if, the Chariot is this energy of, there's 2 horses, the black and the white horse. The rider has to rein in both of the horses and get them to move forward in the same direction in order for the Chariot to go forward in, a reasonable speed, although I think you're going really fast at this time, but a reasonable speed and in the right direction. I feel like you've been scattered for some reason. Like things just haven't been working out exactly the way that you wanted them to. So it's kind of scattered your energy a little bit, with all of this divine masculine. Remember, we all have divine masculine and feminine. I feel as if there's this energy where your king's kind of scattered. You were like, well, wait a minute. You're the Chariot driver, and yet at the same time, you couldn't get the horses or the kings to all go in the same direction. But I feel like there could have been some people around you that, were trying to get you off your game so that you couldn't move forward in a positive direction. There could have been just circumstances, but with this 2 of Cups, it's like you're bringing those king energies back together. You're pulling your fragmented energy all back in, and you're kind of like, okay, I got this. I got the kings in order. I got the horses all lined up. We're all moving forward in the right direction. Because look at this. For some of you, I think you really are wanting a committed love relationship, or you want to be able to love your life, love what it is that you're creating. I actually think it's about all of it. Gemini, you're you're such a wonderful manifester. You're definitely somebody that can have a lot of irons in the fire, right? You can keep a lot of plates kind of up in the air. You're so good at it. And for some reason, I think you feel like suddenly the plates were dropping, right? You couldn't keep everything going the way that you wanted it to. It put you into this sense of anxiety. And then you were kind of like, well, how can I manifest anything new if I can't get my plates that are up in the air spinning? I can't keep them spinning. How am I supposed to manifest anything new? So it almost kind of like scattered your energy. It was almost as if you doubted yourself. Because once again, you have all of the kings except the King of Cups. So for some reason, and you have not really had love in your readings, I think for some reason, suddenly it was kind of like, okay, maybe I got these plates going, but how could I ever manifest love? It's almost as if you suddenly realize, wait a minute, I don't want just 3 plates, I want all 4. Really interesting, because this is what I feel you are really trying to bring in. It's almost the sense of, why am I creating all of this if I have nobody to share it with? Whether that is a romantic partner or friends and family, right? Or a legacy that you're trying to build for a future family. It's almost as if suddenly you were kind of like, is it worth all of this? You know, is it worth it all if I don't have anyone to share it with? So I think you're kind of like trying to find that balance of all 4 kings, trying to gather that. Because look at this. This is your obstacle. Being optimistic about money. I feel for some reason you're feeling off your game when it comes to your finances. As if I feel like you're working super hard and the money is not coming in. It's almost... money represents how our relationship with money represents how we feel about ourselves. It's almost as if, since the money's not coming in, you're feeling as if you're not worthy of the money, or you're not worthy of love. You're not worthy of the success that you're looking for. And yet at the same time, it's here. This is what this is your obstacle, but this is what you are working on over this next month. So let's go ahead and clarify this. Wow, the King of Wands again. The King of Wands energy has been around for a while, but really coming out strong oh my goodness. Wow, 5 of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict around you. I feel like there's a lot of drama. Honestly, Gemini, I feel like there are people on your path that are trying to knock you off of your own game. It's almost as if you're listening to it. They may subconsciously not even know what they're doing. I feel like you started maybe self-doubting yourself a little bit because the money or the success or your business wasn't taking off the way you wanted it to. So you kind of started self-doubting yourself a little bit. And then there were people or circumstances around you that kind of almost like you looked at it as verification that you aren't worthy of the success. Really interesting, because the message here is that you really do have the inspiration, the motivation to create the life that you are wanting, to rise from the ashes. This is the Phoenix Rising card for me. The Empress knows how to build the life that she wants, how to nurture the things that she already has in her life. She's very grateful. So there's more that comes to her. The High Priestess here. You don't see the whole path. But I feel as if for some reason you're disconnecting, because this is your obstacle. You're disconnecting from your intuition, from your higher self. There's almost this sense of listening to your self-doubt. Wow. So let's take a look at your advice here, because I think this energy is just really temporary. But for some reason, the King of Cups is missing. One of the feelings I have is that there could be, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your life. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like if there is somebody like a soulmate that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or somebody that embodies that type of watery energy, emotional energy, I feel like they could be something about that relationship is causing you a lot of almost self-doubt about where you are going to be able to go. I feel as if you're almost, wow, this is pretty intense. I feel like there's somebody that you may be turning your back to because you realize that they're not in alignment with where you are going. This is a difficult turning your back on them. It could be that you're not necessarily saying goodbye forever, but you realize that you have to pull your energy back from this person because they are distorting your own self-confidence. I don't feel like this person has your best interest in mind. They may be acting as if they do, but I don't think they do. I feel like at this time they're really, their energy is kind of toxic for you. So I'm sending you out lots of love and hugs because I'm not sure you recognize it as that. Because you are such a forgiving sign. I feel like, we have the Cancer energy here too. So it could definitely be Cancer. So let's see what your advice is. We have the Two of Wands and travel. For some of you, you could be, you're at a crossroads. Whoops, you're at a crossroads. Two of Wands, trying to make a decision. Which path do I take? Do I stay on this path? Do I take a new path? I think you're being called to go in a new direction. With the travel card here, I feel as if some of you may be thinking of moving, or at least moving away from a certain energy, moving into your next chapter. Understanding that I feel like this person, is feeling this separation already from you. So they could be kind of like, trying to detract you from what it is that you're wanting to create in your life. I want to check under here. Yeah, all of this drama. It's drama because they're concerned about losing you. They know that you're optimistically looking out on, the orchard, ready to move on. And they're like, oh my goodness, Gemini's leaving and Gemini's not going to take me along. I'm not sure that you're thinking you're not taking them along, but you can tell that the energy, the gap between you is widening. And it's almost as if they're really trying to discourage you, and yet they're not saying it in a discouraging way. So I think that's what's kind of throwing you off a little bit. And with the Nine of Pentacles, I think you're wanting your independence, your freedom from this person or this situation. The farther you can get away from this energy, the more you will be in alignment with who you are trying to become. Really interesting. I feel like this has torn you up in a way. And for some of you, you may not even know why. Because it's almost this energy of feeling sad and not necessarily knowing exactly why you're sad. If that may resonate with you, it's about taking a look at, if nothing else, this person just is not as supportive of you moving forward. you know? They could be making promises to you and then not fulfilling them. You know, that type of energy. 9 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you are really getting this burst of inspiration. I've got to move on. You know, understanding that, yes, my 9 of Cups is waiting for me. You know, that with the Wheel of Fortune, it's time for me to go and find my true happiness. I feel like this person wants you to do certain things with your life, okay, that are in connection with what they want for themselves, not necessarily what they want for you. So that's why they're holding you back. It's kind of like you're providing something for them. So they're like, yeah, I don't want Gemini to leave. But you cannot step into your 9 of Cups unless you walk your own path. Unless you say, okay, I've got to turn my back on this person or this energy, this situation, and move forward in the direction that is best for me. Yeah, and I feel like you're not sure. You have this back and forth energy with the 2 of Pentacles. You know, this energy of waffling. Like, I feel is if you're resonating with this at all, I think there's part of you that says, yeah, I know who that is. And then part of you that immediately says, but they love me. They would never want to hinder me from my own true happiness, right? I feel like you're almost like second guessing this because it's a difficult situation. I think it means a lot more to you than perhaps maybe you are even willing to admit, or this person is willing to admit. On whom am I placing blame right now? Yeah. A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson. Take responsibility on whom you are placing blame right now, today, for yourself. We have that 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. Free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. They don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage live there. Make a choice to do it, even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart. You will be led. Yeah, that's a really difficult energy. Because I don't feel as if perhaps this person has done something blatantly upsetting to you. That's the really hard part. Because, you know, if they truly outright betrayed you, you probably wouldn't put up with that, Gemini, right? This is kind of more covert. This is a little bit more underhanded. This is a little bit, I'm putting on a happy face for you, but down deep inside, I'm hoping you don't succeed, Gemini. You know, I feel like that's their energy. That they may be saying kind things to you, but then at the same time, there's maybe a little bit of a dig or, you know, a suggestion that seems like a suggestion, but is really to get you off your game, to put a little nick in your self-doubt. And it's really about stepping into what is it that you want, because you have 2 cards here. 2 of, you know, Wands, and you have the 2 of Pentacles. I thought you had the 2 of Wands somewhere else too. Again, you have this energy of needing to make a decision. You're going back and forth with the 2 of Pentacles, waffling. What do I do about this? Do I, you know, try to keep this person in my life? But I would say that you need to pull your energy back from this person so that you can truly step into your new world. You see with the 2 of Wands there, she has the world in her lap. You know, the world is yours. The world is an oyster and your 9 of Cups is waiting for you. You know, the 9 of Cups represents everything you wish and dream for. You have the milk and honey. This is in front of you. I feel as if you have to take that step. You know, turn your back on this energy that is holding you back. And if it's an energy of you holding yourself back, because remember, it says a person who blames themselves has begun the lesson. A person who blames no one finished their lesson. It is about recognizing, okay, thank you. This person was on my path for a reason. That's why I think you don't want to turn your back on this person. I think that they helped you on your path, but it's come to a point where it's moving into a more toxic area. It's not really as, I don't know, supportive as it was before. So really interesting energy. Well, Gemini, I do personal readings if you're interested. The link is in the description box below. I do wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I do have a couple of videos that you may enjoy. So I'll put those up and you can check those out. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.